Hello everyone, welcome back to another Minecraft video. Today we're going to be going over the Copper Age update. So as you can see behind me, we have some different things that were added. Starting out, we're going to go over the copper tools and armor. Here we have the full set of copper. We have chest plate, legging, boots, helmet. Put these on, we'll see we have, switch over to survival mode really quick. It gives us 5 points of armor. I believe it's 2.5 less than iron. Correct me if I'm wrong. Let's move on. We have the sword, axe, pickaxe, shovel, and hoe. We have a full set of tools and a full set of armor. Now, if you're like me and you go mining, typically you're gonna find a copper vein. I tested it once. I went down. I was able to get like 36 copper out of a single vein before I found any armor, which if I'm correct, it's only 24 to get a full set of armor. You could basically make yourself a full set of tools and armor before you even find your first piece of iron. If we really want to get into specifics, we have the durability here of the copper pickaxe is 190. I believe it's the same across the board for every piece of gear here. If we want to give ourselves a stone pickaxe, or here, I'm just gonna want to give ourselves a stone pickaxe really quick. I've already tested this, but I figured I'd show you guys. If we hop over to this cave, we can test the speed here. As you can see, the copper pickaxe is slightly faster than the stone. So the copper pickaxe is 1 speed ahead of the stone pickaxe. Of course, you see attack speed's different. It's a different statistic compared to mining speed. But the copper pickaxe is slightly faster than the stone pickaxe, and it also has, that's strange, so a stone pickaxe has a 131 durability. It has what is that, 59 more durability than a stone pickaxe. If you're going to go strip mining early on before you have, say, an iron farm, before you have mending, typically you're going to go strip mining with a stone pickaxe, or you're going to bring like 3 or 4 stone pickaxes with you. Instead, now you can sub that out for a couple of copper pickaxes that are not only going to last a little longer, mine a little faster, but just be more efficient overall. Pretty much the copper tools are just stone tools with a little more durability, which at the end of the day isn't a bad trade-off for a little bit more effort. You know, your tools will last a little longer early game. That'll always help. Moving on, if we come over here, we have the copper torches and the lanterns. They're already fully oxidized. If I grab my axe really quick, you can kind of see the stages. Go down. So we have these green lights. If we go in this chest really quick, we have the crafting recipes. So the copper lanterns is just, you know, copper nuggets, copper torch. And to make the copper torch, much like a soul torch where you just have an extra ingredient with the torch, in this scenario, you have a copper nugget. 1 ingot makes 9 nuggets. It's going to be super simple to make. You're just making torches and then adding an extra super simple component. Now these green torches, I believe, should give off the same light level as a normal torch. Let's grab a normal torch. Put it over here. Let's do time set night. Judging by that, yeah, they give off the exact same light levels. Let me grab a soul torch. I can't remember if soul torches are the same case here. No, soul torches are slightly dimmer compared to normal torches, but judging by this, the copper torch and the regular torch are actually the exact same. The only difference, of course, being the green flame and the orange flame here. Do this. There's also a couple more features that were added. If I do set it back to day really quick. So we have copper chains that were added. Again, it's got the weathering on it. Let's grab this axe, shave it off. But these chains here also go really well with these lanterns. You also have copper bars to serve as a replacement for iron bars for decoration. All of this is great. Don't get me wrong, we have new decoration, we have new tools, but the very big feature of this update, if we come on over here, is the copper golem. So these little guys are crafted if we grab ourselves a copper block, carved pumpkin. Just like the normal golems, you know, you always need to carve pumpkin like a snow golem or the iron golem. Place it on top of here, you get yourself a copper chest and a copper golem. So the special thing about these guys is that they actually will automatically sort your items for you. So I already have some items here in my inventory. I have sticks, diamonds, and pork chops. So if we take this chest here, let's put a diamond in it. Let's take this chest here, let's put a pork chop in it. So these little guys will actually grab items in stacks of 16. So let's grab this. Let's just grab this stack of diamonds in here, and let's put a stack of pork chops in here. Let's also put a stack of sticks in here just to kind of show you what happens. So the copper golems will come up to the chest. They'll take out the stack of 16, as you can see. They're going to check this first chest. Obviously, there's no pork chops in it. He's going to move on. Then he's going to check the second chest with the pork chops in it, adding it to the chest. Now he's going to check this copper chest first, and then he's going to go all the way back over to this one. He'll grab the rest of the pork chops, check this chest again, check this chest again. The only flaw here that I'm seeing, and it shouldn't even be considered a flaw, is that they check the closest chests and just kind of go down a line. It can kind of slow down the process a little bit. But at the end of the day, you're not really going to notice this when you just put everything in a junk chest and continue on with your day. These guys will just sort while you're off on your farm, while you're down mining. Now, as you can see here, these guys have these sticks, and I'm pretty sure how it works. If you get an empty chest, they will fill it with an item so long as there's nothing else in it. Correct. All right. So I did read it right. So how these little guys work is you put the items in the copper chest and they will go through chests. And if they find a chest with the corresponding item, they will add it to the chest. But so long as there is an empty chest, they will take that item and put it in the empty chest. So long as there's not already a chest with said item in it. God, that is just a bunch of words. But to explain it in simpler terms, if there isn't already an item in the chest that they have to find an empty chest to then put it in. So now if I were to do another item like these chests, they're not going to put these chests, or sorry, I gotta put them in the copper. If I were to put these chests in the copper chest, they're not gonna put it inside of this new chest now because there's already sticks in it. They need to find an empty chest to then turn into a storage chest for that. Unless, of course, I already put chests in here, then they'll do it. Copper golems, much like copper, will oxidize if we grab. So when they oxidize, I'm just going to grab the waxed ones because why not? When the copper golems oxidize fully, they will turn into obviously this little blue guy. You'll be able to pose them and it'll just completely freeze them. They become useless. But much like other copper items, you can just kind of get your copper axe or any other axe. You can kind of, first of all, shave the wax off of them. And then as you right click them, they slowly go down. And then you have just that kind of pure copper form if you want little statues of just the regular copper golem. But then if you shave them down one more time, they will come to life. Now, all copper golems will go to any chest, not just the chest they were born with. You can just get a bunch of copper chests and just place them and these little guys will use them. So you could essentially get a little army going. Now, granted, every time you summon one, you will get a copper chest. I'm not sure if you can craft copper chests. If you can, I'm pretty sure you can. I'll put the recipe up on screen right now. But as these little guys move around, they will slowly oxidize. And then once they reach that kind of full status, they will completely freeze until you shave them all the way down. I believe you can freeze them in these further stages with wax, but I don't really see a point. I think they get slower. Not 100% sure. Alright, that's going to be it for today's video. It's kind of a quick one. There's not really much to go over here. We got the copper tools, the copper armor, we got the torches, the lanterns, the bars, the chains, and of course the little copper golems. You see them down there. They're all still working, kind of sort stuff through. You got one walking around back, kind of in a wandering mode there. But if you like this video, please make sure to like and subscribe. Leave a comment down below. Tell me what else you'd like to see in the future. If you want me to go over features, if you want to see gameplay content, let me know. Anyways, peace.